Blog Talk Radio.
All right, what's up, everybody? Corey Coleman here on the Spill Live Call-In Show. The show's been brought to you today by Snickers. Well, at least me eating the Snickers right now. So let me put this thing down. I'm hungry, man. I didn't get a chance to eat because I'm running here to talk to you. And today, I've scheduled the show for an hour and a half. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to fill an hour and a half, but last week, the show ended, and we still went over. We had two callers who actually argued with each other on the show, so I think we can do this. People were complaining, saying, man, I tried to get on last week, and I'm like, well, I didn't really know people were listening at this point. Because, as you know, this is a very low-key show right here. As they say, it's on the DL, the down low, because I don't want to get in the way of the development of the website right now. If this thing catches on and gets a little bit more popular, then I'll think about making this a bigger feature and a more regular feature. But right now, this is a very intimate thing between you and I, me, Korey, and you fellow spillos out there, spillers, or whatever the hell you want to be called. All right, so I explain this every week. If you want to make this thing a success and you want to make it a pleasurable moment for everyone, then you're going to have to call up with something that you want to say. I mean, make it, if you don't have a question, then at least have something to say. Don't call me and be like, hey, Korey, and then that's it. You just go off doing whatever it is you're doing. Don't call me and say, I want to give a shout out to my cousin Big Head Pookie. I'm not doing any shouts out to Pookie or anything, okay? Pookie or anybody else. So, with that said, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Oh, and if you have any questions, let's try to keep on topic here. This is a movie site. Let's try to keep it within the realm of movies, or somewhat entertainment. But, look, I don't mind giving love advice and all that kind of stuff. Oh, my God, somebody screamed outside. I don't know if y'all heard that. Either a cat just died or my neighbor just got murdered. Anyway, well, the hell with him. I don't like her anyway. So, let's go ahead and take our first call. And our first call here is coming from a 480 area code. 480, hello? You there? Yeah, what's going on, my man? Hey, what's up?
Nothing much. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm just sitting up here working on the review for Wally, which opens up tomorrow. And I decided to just do this. Who is this?
AJ.
Hey, AJ, as in AJ McAllister?
Nah, man. I'm Indian.
What? So your name is like AJ Macadega, something like that, right? Are you American Indian?
American Indian. I'm from Poughkeepsie, New York.
Oh, okay. So you're Native American then?
No. Indian, as in India.
Oh, okay. So you're from India then? All right. So, hey, let me ask you something, man.
Yeah, sure, man.
Well, first of all, how old are you?
Oh, well, I'm 16.
You're 16. So you're able to date right now then?
What?
You're able to date right now then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not asking you out for a date. Don't sound so nervous. I was just going to say, how many Indian people do you have there from where you are? Where are you from again?
Right now I'm in Phoenix.
Phoenix. How many American Indians, as in Indians from India, how many of those do you have there?
Oh, we have a whole bunch.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you make it sound like y'all about to have an uprising or something. Oh, we got a whole bunch. Just waiting for the moment. Kill everybody. I was just asking that because, are you dating somebody?
Nah, I just got my license. I'm hoping to.
You just got your license, so you can't even drive anywhere yet.
Yeah.
I was just asking because I don't know. I see these Indian girls walking around here because I live in a college town, right?
Man, there are some fine Indian girls in Phoenix.
Oh, man. So there's some fine Indian girls in Phoenix, huh?
Yeah.
I might have to take my ass over to Phoenix, man. Take one of them from me. You don't mind? You say you got a lot of Indians there, right?
Yeah. You
don't mind giving me one, do you?
Not at all, man. Not at all.
You can come with me. You can't drive. I'll pick you up and we'll go hunting for something.
Mm-hmm.
You know where they all are anyway. So, anyway, I'm sorry, man. I'm just messing with you. What's on your mind? You got a question or you want to say something?
Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Hanging with the Homeboys?
You know what? That's one of those early '90s movies that I never saw. And you're 16. What the hell are you doing watching Hanging with the Homeboys?
Oh, it was on Comedy Central, man, and I just love that movie.
Really? Now, why do you love that movie?
I mean, like, it's so simple. Like, I mean, I watched Harold and Kumar that day, and then later I saw Hanging with the Homeboys, and it was so much better than Harold and Kumar too.
Oh, man, look, I know a lot of people are going to jump on my case about this. I'm not the biggest fan of Harold and Kumar. I mean, they had a good hook. That whole thing of wanting to go out and get a White Castle hamburger and just ended up in all these crazy-ass adventures. I respect that. I like that hook right there. But that movie, it's just nothing but a bunch of nasty shit and fart jokes and sex jokes, and I don't mind that. I think that's funny, but it didn't really seem to have any relevance to me. So, were you a fan of the first Harold and Kumar?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. No, man, back when Hanging with the Homeboys came out, I was poor. I didn't have a chance to go see anything. I was one of those dudes, I stayed inside, and I played one video game that I had for about 2 years because I couldn't do a goddamn thing. I couldn't leave the house without spending some money. I didn't have the money to spend. So you like that movie. What is it about that movie that you like better than Harold and Kumar?
And it was so much funnier. Well, I mean, that's not saying much.
You know, we're going to become some enemies of people here now. I can't wait to get some of these calls from folks who are going to be saying, fuck you, I love Harold and Kumar. Now, another thing about Harold and Kumar, you being Indian, did you see that portrayal as being okay, or were you offended by Kal Penn being in the movie?
Kal Penn, he's just, at this point, man, he's just a sellout.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a sentiment among a lot of Indian
No, I mean,
people?
like, he's just doing, like, stereotypes. Like, sometimes he's doing stereotypes. Like in Rise of the Taj.
Rise of the Taj. Oh, talking about that National Lampoon movie?
Yeah.
Van Wilder.
Mhm.
Oh, man, tell me about it. I hated that first movie, man. And did he have a big Indian accent in that movie, too?
He had a fake one.
A big fake-ass Indian accent? Yeah, I hear what you're saying. So where a lot of Indian people were kind of pissed off about that. You kind of getting tired of that shit. I'll be tired of that shit if I were you. Aren't you pissed about that yet?
Nah, man, I'm cool with it.
You really? Because I figured, man, because I've done that voice. I've like sat around. You don't hate me because I've done that before. I was like, hey, look at me.
You probably have a better accent than I do with that.
Well, after he was done, because I know some Indian people, man. I've got I won't say a lot, but I have about 5 friends who are of Indian descent, and I have to say once I was around them, I never told them I did it, but I felt really bad for doing that fake I poo from The Simpsons or I boo from The Simpsons accent.
Mm-hmm.
You like, look, you mad? You mad right now? And you're like, motherfucker.
Nah, man, I ain't mad.
But I tell you what, Kal Penn did that movie not so long ago, and I'm looking because I have the movie and I haven't even watched it yet, but I'm looking for it on my DVD shelf here, and I can't find it. I can't remember the name of it. But do you remember that movie that he did where his father's telling him about how him and his mother met, and it was a pretty well, at least critically well received movie that Kal Penn was in. It was a very serious movie. In fact, it was about him dating a white girl, and it was about him having to go back, and he felt like he was betraying his people, and he ended up being with an Indian girl. I mean, have you heard of this movie that I'm talking about?
Nah, man, I haven't heard of it.
Well, if you don't like Kal Penn, I would recommend that you probably see that movie. Like I said, I didn't see it, and Leon said that he didn't like it, but he did praise Kal Penn for being in the movie and taking that role. So anyway, I'm sorry. You had another question.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen the
Namesake? The Namesake is what it is, I think. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The anime Shin-Chan?
Oh man, were you asking me about that a while back? Is that the is that the anime where that little boy's always showing people's ass and putting his ass up in the air?
Yeah.
Well, okay, maybe this is something I don't know. You're 16. I'm a little bit old. I don't know if I'm into it because I watch it every time it's on, but I don't know, man.
It's funny shit, man. It's funny shit.
Maybe I don't get it because the only thing I see is them like. They trade out. I think it's a show from Japan, but they changed the dialogue here. And then every time I look on the screen, this little boy got his ass up in the air, and it makes me feel creepy. It makes me feel weird. I don't want to see that
but
shit.
It's funny.
What's funny about that? I'm gonna ask you this, and I gotta let you go. But what's funny about that show?
It's so random, man. It's just so random, man. He just does it randomly.
So I guess there's more to it apparently that I'm missing than that of this boy just putting his ass up in people's faces. I guess I'm missing more there, huh?
Like he's like a ladies' man. Like and then his mom always hits him on the head when he tries to hit on girls. Man, it's so funny.
Yeah, this shit sounds deep, man. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, man. You know what? I'm one of those guys. I've seen the show, and I actually had people tell me that they like it, but maybe it's just a little bit too random for me. I tell you what I'm gonna do, man. I tell you what I'm gonna do, AJ. I'm gonna try and watch it again. All right.
All right.
If you and I talk again, I'm gonna either get it, and my eyes are gonna be open. I'm gonna be like, oh, that little boy's ass and up in the air. I see what it means now. It means it's an allegory for life or something like that. Or either I'll come back and I'll say, AJ, I don't get this shit, man. You have to explain it to me.
All right, man.
So we'll talk about it probably next week. If I don't get you next week, then just keep playing the odds and you can tell me the gospel of Shin-Chan booty up in the air. Okay?
All right. Thank you very much.
Hey, no, man. Thank you. Nice talking to you.
All right.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
All right. That was AJ. No, AJ, I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just kidding. I used to do that accent all the time because that's one of the rare accents that I can do, and I think I'm doing it badly. Oh, look at me. And I felt really bad for doing that because I know people, when I walk out the room and people talking about, hey, look at me, I'm Soul Brother Korey, I'm black. Anyway, let's go ahead and take another call here. And this call is going, if this thing will work here, this call is going to be coming from area code 208.
Hey.
Hey! Who the hell is this?
It's Ryan.
Ryan Quarterman?
Yeah.
Ryan, what's going on, my man?
Nothing. I skipped out on a few weeks, and now I'm calling, you know.
I haven't done this in a few weeks.
What?
I haven't done this for a few weeks, so your time is good.
Yeah.
I think this is the third week I started again doing it by myself. So apparently that makes things go a little bit smoother and more people get their calls in. So I think everything's working out.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
So how you been, man? I heard every time I get together with the guys, your name comes up. Because let me tell you something. Everybody keeps talking about how cool you are. No matter how many people jump on you about something or how you post something that people get raised hell about. Leon was telling me the other night, he's like, man, you know what, that Ryan Quarterman, he's a cool guy.
Oh, thanks. That's so nice to hear, you know. Yeah, everyone thinks I'm a loser in the real world, but I mean, it's good to hear on the internet that I'm cool.
Wow, that's funny, man. Everybody thinks I'm a loser in the real world, too. So you and I should start a club or something.
Yeah, man. But,
we should lose together.
Yeah, dude. But I was wondering, how did you go from the name The Real Deal to Spill? And then also, if you could choose two movie characters to fight, who would you choose?
Oh, here we go with this old who would win the fight, Hulk or Batman shit. Okay, look, I don't know what two characters I get to fight. I'll pick that kid we talked about last time, that little Shin-Chan ass baby. Have him fight the Hulk. I don't know. I can't do that. Those kind of questions I can't really say anything because I never thought about it. Man, I feel stupid for giving those answers. Not to say it's just stupid. I just don't know. Tell you what, you tell me. If you had two characters that would fight, who would you put them up against?
I've always thought it'd be kind of interesting to see like either like John McClane or one of the guys like Rambo or something go against Smith from Shoot 'Em Up. I thought that would be kind of a cool like gunfighting movie or whatever.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I thought that would be kind of interesting.
Okay, you want to play this game? I'll play this game with you. All right. Okay, because we did this on the site, and I would really like to see who would win. I would like to see just how big of a badass Batman is, because Batman apparently he can whoop your ass with his back turned to you. He's looking the other way. You get punched in the mouth. You're like, I didn't even see that motherfucker move. What happened? But I think I want to see who would win in a fight between Batman and Iron Man, because that's the fight of the billionaires. As a matter of fact, you know what, Ryan? Let's do this, man. Let's take the suits off.
Okay.
And let's have them go at it with each other. Oh, that ain't fair because Batman fucking killed Tony Stark. Because Tony Stark don't know how to. He don't know karate or anything, and he probably show up to the fight drunk, so he get his ass whooped.
Yeah, dude, but Tony Stark's like way more cool than Batman. I mean, I like Batman, but Batman's like an emo kid when Tony Stark's just a real happy rich guy, you know.
Well, Batman's depressed. Well, Batman's depressed. You know, because Batman, first of all, Batman be like, yeah, I mean, you be, hey, Batman, let's go drink. Now, look, Ryan, how old are you? You're like 13, right? 14?
14.
14, okay. I'm going to tell you, I'm not encouraging you to go out and do any kind of illegal substances, bad substances or anything, or drinking, okay? I'm trying to be a good role model. I'm trying to be an adult. But this is what the grown-ups would do if they were hanging out with Batman. This is what I would do. Fuck it, I ain't no role model. Let me tell you what I would do. I'd be like, Batman, let's go get a drink, man. You look kind of down. And the first thing Batman would say was, oh, I'm sorry, I don't drink. I'm like, all right. And then you know what I'd do? I'd be that kind of dude that'd be like, come on, man, just have one. Just have one. I mean, it ain't gonna kill you. Have one beer. And you know what happened? Batman would like get drunk because you had that one, and then all night long he'd be talking to you about, my parents, man, I wasn't fucking there for them, man. They're fucking dead, man, because you were fucking 8 years old when that happened, all right? Cut that shit out. I don't want to hear that. Wasn't nothing you could do.
Please quit his bitching.
Yeah, now Tony Stark you hang out with because Batman just be all night long, you know, and then if he'd tell you he's Batman, he'd have to kill you because he'd hang out with you as Bruce Wayne, and then you'd be like, yeah, man, it's cool, and he'd be like, hey, man, let me tell you a secret. I'm really Batman. Oh, fuck, did I tell you that? Oh, God, I got to kill you now. And, you know, you won't even get to live through the night hanging out with Batman. Batman would freak me out. Now, hanging out with Tony Stark, this would be Tony Stark's words to you. It'd just be one sentence with Tony Stark with you. First of all, Tony Stark would tell you right up front. He don't have to hide his identity. He'd be like, hey, look, man, I'm Iron Man. Let's go get some bitches. And you're like, hey, I'm all right with this. So it's not about it. Hey, look, let's cut this shit out about who would fight each other. Who do I want to hang out with? Who would get me meeting girls the most? And Tony Stark would win. That's an easy decision. Don't be asking me about who would win in a fight. I want to know who I can have the most fun with. Okay, as for the real deal question, I used to do, a lot of people ask me this, and I'll tell them right off the bat. I used to do an Access show years ago, and I did it for a long time. I started out doing it with one friend. That guy left, picked up another friend, and after that, I just started picking up cast members along the way. That's when you got people like Leon who came in, and Cyrus came in, and finally we had Carlisle come in, and so we all did that Access show, and then we stopped. And then we started doing it for a living for this company we work for now. And I told them right off the bat, I mean, they didn't like the name, I didn't like the name. The Real Deal is a terrible name for a show. And when I first started out doing the show, I did it as a joke because I wanted to get some free passes for movies. I don't even hide that. It was a scam to do that television Access show. Do you know what Access Television is?
Yeah, isn't it like local cable or something?
Yeah, what it is it's a community television station where you can pay to do your own show. You go in, learn how to work the cameras, learn how to work the studio, and you schedule a time, and you just do your own show, and it's shown locally, and it's mainly to get your voice out there for the community and whatnot, but we did a movie review show, so yeah, well, but after years of doing it, I got tired of doing it, and I had to do something different, and then we started doing it like we do now, and then that's when the name came up. They're like, okay, guys, obviously you don't want to use The Real Deal. And then the president of the company we're with now, he came up with the name Spill. And I was like, great, that's one word. Doesn't really have to mean anything. It's easy to search on a website. I love it. But if you look up Real Deal is terrible. First of all, there's a lot of shows out there about movies and websites that are called Real Deal because they, movie reel, R-E-E-L. But because it's R-E-E-L, it also means you'll find a bunch of fish and shit. Like,
I know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You find tackle and fishing equipment if you type in Real Deal, so it's a terrible name, man.
It took me like an hour to try to find that website, you know? It was horrible, you know?
Oh, it's a terrible name. Oh, it was really? Yeah. Well, I'm surprised you stuck with it, man. Hey, Ryan, let me ask you something.
Yeah?
I kind of feel bad asking this, but that never stopped me from doing anything before. I heard that you had a learning disability, and that's why you type in all caps.
Oh, God, back to this again. It seems like I explain this every day. Yeah, I have a learning disability, and it just, what I do is to make sure I spell everything right, I type in all caps so I can kind of, just see it a little bigger. So if I make a mistake or something, I can go back and fix it, but I still screw up my spelling lots of times. So. Oh, no,
it's cool, man. I just want people to know where you're coming from because I remember when I first saw the stuff that you would post, like your blogs or messages to me, because you would write me sometimes, be like, hey, Corey, because you type out caps, you'd be like, if you put it in words, it looks like you're yelling. Hey, Corey, what's up, man? What are you doing? It's fine, Corey, man. I was like, what the fuck is this dude so angry about? He's just saying hi. What did I do to him?
You should roll me like, son of a bitch, How dare you yell at Corey,
No, I didn't know what was going on. And then Leon explained to me that you had a learning disability, and I was like, well, it doesn't matter at this point. I already liked the guy. I just took for granted that he just liked that his caps key was broken on his keyboard, or that was your style or something. I don't know. I thought you were crazy. I thought you were kind of crazy myself, and I just said, well, at least he's nice and crazy, so who gives a damn?
Yeah, I'm like Hannibal Lecter. I'm very polite, but I'm insane.
Yeah, whatever, man. You 13 years old. You ain't nothing like no Hannibal Lecter.
I know. I'm a wannabe.
You're the nicest person in the world. You ain't eating nobody, so I ain't buying that for a minute. When I first met you, I thought because you typing all caps, I said, man, this little punk kid right here, I can't wait to talk to him. And then I got a hold of him. You're like, hey, Corey, man. I was like, oh, this is the sweetest guy in the world right here.
That's cool.
Yeah, I called you sweet like your mom does. I don't give a damn. You're a sweet guy. So
it's very fruity of you.
Oh, thank you. No, I'm just messing with you, you little son of a bitch. You. All right, man. Okay, Brian. Hey, good to talk to you. Good to talk to you as usual, man.
Good to talk to you as well.
All right, and I'll talk to you next time. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you take it easy.
All right, you too. Bye.
All right, bye. Good old Ryan Quarterman. I like that kid. That's an all right guy there. He's the salt of the earth. Little bastard. Let me see how to hang this thing up here. Okay, who do I have on that here? I have, well, I just lost somebody. Anyway, okay. Well, hey, we'll do this person right here. I have area code 310.
Patty cake, bakers, man.
Oh, hell, man. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Who is this?
You know who this is. You call me. Who? I should be asking you that. Who is this?
Oh, sorry, Coleman. I'll give you a clue. All right. What's white and black and red and has a smile?
I knew it was Mr. J. I know hey, look, you had me at white. Okay. I knew who this was. Hey, man, well, let me ask you something. What the hell is wrong with you filling up my page with that old crazy shit that you did?
What are you talking about?
What was it? Hero today, God tomorrow.
Oh,
you typed like 1,500 times on my page.
That's something I found on Why So Serious something. Where you found that clip for Two-Face.
Yeah,
and they took out the video and they left highlights for Hero Today, Gone Tomorrow, or something like that.
Well, you filled up my whole page with that shit, man. Are you crazy? So I tell you, Mr. J, this is what I think about you, man. Because, okay, let me explain to people out there about Mr. J. Mr. J is he has a big Joker avatar, big Joker icon, and you play the persona of the Joker. Now, I think you one of them crazy dudes that is walking around in makeup who really thinks you are the Joker, and you're going to get arrested the day the Dark Knight comes out because you're going to try to plant a pipe bomb in something somewhere.
I wouldn't plant a pipe bomb.
Okay. I'm just saying, man, you got me worried. You and Predator and a few other people on there who I think are kind of schizo in the head. But, hey, you cool with me, though. What's going on, man?
Nothing. I just wanted to discuss, damn dog. I wanted to discuss disaster movie, and I don't want to discuss the movie. I want to discuss the issue about everyone bitching and whining on the site that, oh no, here comes another piece of shit. But it's not the writer's fault that the movie's coming out. It's their fault because they're the ones who saw it before and gave them money so they can make new ones. Keep on going and going and going.
Well, I thought about this afterwards, man. I mean,
now, don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming them completely. I know it's the writer's fault because writing a piece of shit, but you can't blame them. They're just doing what they're paid to do, and I don't know.
No, you make a good point. Seriously, you make a good point there. I recently read an article about how the audience is smarter than we actually give them credit for. There was an interesting thing that went on. It was from an article that's mainly talking about independent film, and they're talking about how the movie business is becoming such a business, but it also has to compete with other media out there, which would be television, cable, which cable is highly improved now. You got more quality shows. You can watch stuff when you want to. You have video games, of course, to compete with, and you also have iPods and digital music to compete with also. So money is being shifted elsewhere, and that means that independent movies are not getting the distribution that they usually do. In other words, they're scaling back and they're really concentrating on fewer films in that area. But they're also doing that with major movies. Now, where I'm going with this is that they've scaled back on making movies, and they've made movies that they're making movies of more quality actually than we think they are. Because we're always talking about that they're making shitty movies, hence this disaster movie, and We're also talking about how stupid the audience is because they pay to see this. Now, I see the business in this, and I don't come down so hard on all people. The audience is not as dumb as we think they are. There's actually, you know what I'm saying, right?
Right.
I mean,
it just kind of pisses me off that this happens all the time when these movies come out.
Well, what happens here is that you have these movies which you get word of mouth out now. They just can't put a trailer out there and people blindly go see it, and this movie, boom, makes money. You have people with cell phones. You have the internet, and sometimes word of mouth is preceding the trailer before it even comes out. So, God help me, excuse me. So if you have a movie that's probably some bullshit and it leaks out, your audience is going to probably steer away from that, and hence the Love Guru this past weekend. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see it, though.
Nah, I wouldn't recommend you see it. I had some people come in and tell me it's not
I know
all
funny, and that didn't say funny to me from the trailers.
Well, you're the Joker. I hope you know funny.
Hell yeah, I know funny.
If you don't know funny, where you gonna be Batman now? You gonna walk around depressed? No, you the Joker. Funny.
I try to stay away from Batman nowadays. He's gone kind of off.
All right, don't start this. All right, there you got that crazy shit. You scaring me now. But here's the deal. Now, what I'm leading up to with this is that the reason why something like epic movie or something like Meet the Spartans does well and might even continue with disaster movie is that it's all about strategy. You have 13-year-olds who go out because they place the movie out on a weekend when there's nothing else going on. Now you got these 13, 14-year-olds who they have probably nothing else to see. They want to get out the house. Their parents are going to drop them off at the movie theater. They are the ones who are making that movie as big as it is just because there's nothing else that they can go see. And as much as we're talking about movies have to compete with other things and people aren't going to see the movies as much, movies are still a communal thing, especially for teenagers. And if they have nothing else, they're going to go see it. So I don't really blame the filmmakers more than I blame the audiences because they know what they're doing. That's strategy. I just never seen such laziness be taken with major releases as with these Seltzer, Friedberg, or Friedman movies or whatever, whoever these two guys are. It's just lazy, man.
I don't know their names. I haven't seen. To tell you the truth, I have not seen one of these spoof movies ever in the theaters.
Oh, well, you then you have lived a good life, my man, because you have not seen any horrors until you have seen Meet the Spartans. You have not seen that movie?
Oh, I'm staying away from it like the bubonic plague, man.
It's one of those films I almost encourage people to kind of watch for at least a little while just to see how amazingly bad it is. And I know that it's
just to show the horrors of bad movies.
I'm sorry? Oh yeah, no, it's the laziest type of filmmaking you can have out there. I mean, they say, you know what, the hell with it. We're not going to even try to, we're going to make a reference, but we're not going to even try to have it connect to anything or reference anything. It's just going to reference itself. You like Grand Theft Auto? We're going to put the characters in here running around like characters from Grand Theft Auto. What does it mean in relevance to the rest of the plot? Not a goddamn thing. We just thought people would like to see it. Oh, in this movie, disaster movie, I'd be damned if they ain't got, Hancock ain't even out yet, and they're throwing a Hancock reference in that movie. And you know why? Because people, they said, you know what's going to be popular? Hancock. That's going to make money. I'll throw a black guy in there that looks like Will Smith and make a Hancock joke. But we don't have anything to really related to. I don't care. Just put him in there. Okay, all right. And these guys are laughing at the bank, man. So, fuck it. I mean, I don't know. I give up. I'm not trying to fight anymore. I just have faith in people. And I believe in, hey, if I was working in Hollywood and I was pressured to actually make money, if that worked and my job was on the line, I probably would be doing it too. I'm not that high and mighty to just hold my nose up completely against what they're doing. So that's my little spiel right there. I'm sorry.
All right.
You probably like, damn, man, I was long. You're like, all right, man, damn, shit.
Yeah,
I fell
I
asleep
kind
halfway
of
through.
dropped the phone a few times, waiting for you to finish,
Oh, man, hell, but man,
I'm
was you
joking
asked
with
me.
you, man. You know how I am.
Fuck you. You asked me that question. I heard you laughing on there. You can't fool me.
I was listening. That doesn't mean I didn't put it down a couple times. I'm joking.